Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews. Today I got another Heavy Seas beer. This is Heavy Seas Siren Noire, and I actually got Beer Advocate pulled up. I believe I pronounced that right. So it says Beer Advocate score on this one is 3.97 out of 5 for very good. Some beer info: it's brewed by Heavy Seas Beer out of Maryland, United States. If you guys want to check them out a little bit more, you can go to hsbeer.com. Style of this beer is an American double or an imperial style. Alcohol by volume or ABV is 9.5%. Availability says rotating, and the notes or commercial description says our Siren Noire isn't your father's chocolate stout. We've used almost 3 pounds of Belgian cocoa nibs per barrel. We've aged it for 5 weeks in bourbon barrels with vanilla beans added. A mix of dark malts gives Siren Noire a well-rounded body that is decidedly chocolatey, but without being extraordinarily sweet. Brewer's Gold hops contribute an earthy spice with notes of black currant, so like a dried fruit kind of. But let's crack this open. Pouring into my nice double glass I got here. I actually got this beer for free. So this is actually a pretty heavy beer, 9.5%. But let's go for the pour and check out the color. So I poured it kind of slow, so it kind of has a didn't produce too much of a head, but it's got a nice beige head to it. Definitely a pitch black color. Oh, can't see through it at all. But yeah, let's go for the nose. Lots of chocolate. A little bit of like a roasty malt and some coffee. A little bit of like vanilla, maybe some maybe like some oak or some wood, maybe from that barrel. On the nose, it definitely has like a really strong, like chocolatey, roasted kind of smell to it. But let's go for the taste. Lots of chocolate. Getting a little bit of the hops on the finish with that a little bit of that spice. It has a little bit of an astringent finish. I'm guessing that's from probably that aging the beer in the oak barrels or bourbon barrels. Yeah, right up front it actually has like a really chocolatey mouthfeel. I'm getting some roasted malts. I'm not really getting much coffee with this one. I think the chocolate kind of overpowers it. But it definitely has some great flavor. I'd say mouthfeel is about medium. It's not too thick. For something that's 9.5% an imperial stout, it's definitely not as thick as I thought it would be. It's actually pretty good. Can't really taste the ABV in it, and it is 9.5%, so that is a pretty high ABV. Carbonation, I definitely say, is about light. But it's definitely a really good beer. Getting lots of the like the roasted malts on the flavor as well. And like I said, I'm getting just a little bit of spice on the finish and a little bit of like a hop bitterness. So I'd say the IBUs aren't too high, but I'm definitely getting a little bit of a bitter finish. For something that's like this, this is actually a lot more drinkable than I thought it would be. I thought this would be like a meal, honestly, in my opinion, because thinking it's like an imperial stout, 9.5%, so definitely a big beer. I do not know the price on this. If you guys know the price, definitely leave a comment below. Let me know. But for a rating, I really like this one. I'm a big fan of like the really chocolatey beers. And I like what they're doing with these bourbon barrels. Definitely gives it a lot more flavor. And adds definitely a uniqueness to the beer. So it definitely makes it something that you should try at least once. If you haven't had a bourbon barrel aged beer, you should definitely try one. There's a couple good ones. This is a great one. I'm not sure what the price is, like I said, but usually Heavy Seas is pretty fairly priced for their craft beer. So for a rating, I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. To me, I think the chocolate kind of takes over a lot of the flavor. But it does have like a good roasted malt flavor to it, like I said, that I really like. And I'm getting a little bit of like a dried fruits. Maybe that's kind of that black currant. But yeah, I definitely recommend this one if you guys haven't tried a bourbon barrel aged beer. And yeah, there you have it. Is there any other liquor beers you guys like to see on my channel? definitely leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more upcoming videos on liquor and beer. Thanks for watching. Cheers.